You know, when the Jets hired Robert Saleh in the offseason, I was pumped up. I was excited. I always liked Saleh. The energy he showed on the sideline in San Francisco as a defensive coordinator. I said, man, if there's one guy, if there's one assistant out there that I really want to see as head coach of my team, it's Robert Saleh. And I was doing a dance when they hired him. But boy, oh boy, through the first 6 games of this year, it looks like I'm wrong, and we're all wrong about Saleh because this team was not ready to play football yesterday. How do you have 2 weeks to prepare for the New England Patriots? 2 damn weeks, and your team's not ready to play football yesterday? What the hell was that? And I can't think of a lower moment in my life as a Jet fan. And I say that because for all the brutal coaching that we've seen from Todd Bowles, Adam Gase, whatever bad coach you want to tell me, going back to Richie Kotite. And oh, by the way, the last time the Jets gave up 50 points in a game was back in Richie Kotite's first game as head coach, 1995, when they lost 52-14 to the Miami Dolphins, opening weekend. That's the last time the Jets gave up 50 points in a game. Richie Kotite. That is not a good thing for Robert Saleh and his coaching staff. Because right now, Robert Saleh and his coaching staff look like they are way over their heads, look like they are not ready to coach in the NFL. But what I saw yesterday was worse than anything I saw under Adam Gase, which is really saying something worse than anything I saw under Todd Bowles. I mean, this maybe not as bad as Kotite, but it's right there with Kotite. This is what this coaching staff is right now. Richie freaking Kotite. Do you have any confidence? Is there anything that you have seen so far in 6 games from Robert Saleh, Mike LaFleur, Jeff Ulbrich, all the way down the line that gives you any confidence that this is the right coaching staff to lead this franchise where the hell we want to go? I'm beside myself here. Robert Saleh is supposed to be a defensive coach. What the hell was that? What has Robert Saleh got to say about the state of this garbage that we saw in this football game? Like I said, you thought it was the Peyton Manning Colts out there, not the Colts quarterback like Carson Wentz. But right now, you got to be very, very worried about what you see from Robert Saleh and his coaching staff. All this quarterback thing is being camouflaged, is camouflaging the real problem with this football team right now. And you know what that is? The coaching staff, the head coach, who looks absolutely lost, absolutely clueless with this football team. This guy's supposed to be a defensive guru, right? I mean, in Seattle, in San Francisco, defensive guru. How about this? Since 1966, the 1966 New York Football Giants is the last team to give up 45 points 3 or more times in a 4-game span. But all we heard about was Robert Saleh, no, all gas, no brakes, all of this nonsense. This guy is clueless. He looks more clueless than the people running our country right now. I mean, that's how bad Robert Saleh looks. What a disgrace. I really. I mean, how long do you think it's going to be, okay? Probably at some point in the middle of next year where we're talking about who the next coach of this team is going to be. But somehow, some way, the Jets get a delay of game penalty. How the hell does that happen? Is that Mike White's fault? Is that the offensive line's fault? Is that the defense's fault? No, it's Robert Saleh's fault. What is he doing? Sleeping on the sideline while the play clock is winding down? Hey, Robert, where the hell is the timeout there? Really? How do you just allow these kind of guys? Well, who do you think you got out there? Deion Sanders? Darrelle Revis? Really? And you can't rotate your number one cornerback over there to cover this guy? One of the best receivers in football? Nah, that's not what we do. Saleh says, we don't do that. That's not how we play defense. Nah, we don't play zone. No, we're going to play single coverage with this guy that couldn't cover me. Can Saleh make some kind of damn adjustment to maybe rotate something, rotate the coverage over to cover Diggs? Can we do that? No, you can't do that. Why would we even do that? Why would we do that? I keep hearing this word culture, culture, culture. What culture? You know what the culture is with this franchise? Losing, ineptitude, crummy coaching. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. Outside of a handful of guys, you can barely, not even one full hand will give you the amount of decent coaches that the Jets have had in their wonderful history starting back in 1960. Just wonderful. We thought Todd Bowles was bad, right? He stunk. Adam Gase, oh, he's terrible. This guy might be worse than both of them. He might be. He looks clueless. Hey, Robert, your defense stinks. The fact that Robert Saleh did not have his team ready to play, they were not prepared for Gardner Minshew starting this game, is unbelievable. That is Bush League. This guy Saleh is supposed to be a defensive coach? Really? Really? And this Jeff Ulbrich, this defensive coordinator, he stinks. That's a defensive coordinator? The only defensive about his defense is the defense. They're defensive. I'm telling you, man, I am so goddamn disgusted with this franchise. Woody Johnson, Robert Saleh. I mean, does anybody really think this head coach is any good? Well, tell me. And Robert Saleh looks like another guy that's going to be here maybe 3 years. They'll probably give him an extra year, okay? And he's going to be gone too. And you're going to be looking at who's the next guy we're going to be bringing in the never ending cycle of the revolving door of head coaches by this franchise.